because it'll just help us lock in more to what we need, the little things, and even make us better. So I feel like practice will help us for sure.
Where do you feel like you guys need to get this from? To set a fast start. What's an area that you guys have said, hey, we need to get better doing this?
Definitely just discipline and defense and knowing our assignments and sticking to the game plan of what our coach tells us before the game, because sometimes we get tired and we don't stick to the game plan. So
How much is it going to help you, what you were just talking about the defense, now going forward, having a 7-footer back there?
Oh, it's going to help us way more, because it's like, even though we mess up sometimes, we have a 7-footer to block shots and help us when we mess up. So it'll definitely help us a lot, and we can still run the floor with them because they're pretty fast.
Rob, I don't know if you asked this before I got up here, but you're a North Carolinian. It's like UNC Wilmington. Did you have any experience, memories with them? Do you have any friends or family, anybody that has a connection with the school?
Yeah, UNC Wilmington has a bunch of guys that's from North Carolina, so I grew up playing with a lot of the guys that's on that team for sure, so I know a bunch of those guys for sure.
What have you seen from them on the scouting reports or any film you guys might have watched?
They move the ball a lot. They got a bunch of players that can score the ball, and they're not really, they're a good team, so we're not going to take them for granted at all.
You guys have played some good shooting teams here recently. How important is that to really test you guys defensively before you get into conference play?
It's important a lot, because we got to stick to our game plan, and some teams can't beat us by just playing, so they have to run a bunch of sets, and we have to stick to the game plan and know what sets they're running and stay disciplined then. So especially for teams that can shoot, because shooting threes is one of the easiest ways to beat us. So
You mentioned, oh no, go on.
I was just, as a basketball player, how much fun are you guys having right now in the creativity that he's giving you out on the court?
We're definitely having so much fun, because it's basketball, and we dreamed of playing on this level. It's the biggest stage, and Coach Cal's not holding us back. He's letting us play basketball, and he trusts us, and we trust him. And as long as we trust each other, I feel like it'll be a great season.
I was going to follow up, because you mentioned saying that you know some of the guys on UNC Wilmington. Are any of them your friends, or more you just know who they are?
It's more I just know of them, and I played against them once or twice probably.
Do you feel like they're going to be more motivated to go against you just because you're such a high-profile guy out of North Carolina that's playing right now?
I mean, it don't really matter. We got a whole team of dudes, so not just me.
Rob, with all the new pieces in the young team, are you guys surprised at all the success you're already having this early?
A little bit. I feel like we're more just proud, because we put in so much work, and it's not more of a surprise because we practice for this, so we assume we should be able to play good. So we're just happy and thankful we haven't gone with injury, and we just play, and it's going good so far.
We talked about how any given night somebody can step up and have the really big game. Is there any friendly banter on who's going to have the hot hand that night? Nah.
Coach Cal definitely said somebody was gonna have a hot night, and me see Reed has a hot night. But I feel honestly, our team, everyone, the highest scoring person doesn't mean that's the best player of the game. I feel like everybody contributes, because we have a lot of people in double figures every single game. So especially Trey every game, he don't get the most love, but every game he performs and he gives us what we need. So
what does he do for you guys, being a veteran on the court with you all?
He helps us mature, and just he even helps me sometimes when I get frustrated, he'll send me messages just long paragraphs helping me. So I really thank Trey for that, and he helps the whole team like that, and he brings a lot to the team because he can score the ball, he can shoot the ball, he can pass the ball. He's been playing, so I'm proud of him for sure.
With Trey, he's been, I feel lately he's loving that touch pass where he just holds it for maybe a half second and flings it right back. What does that do to the offense? How does that open things up? Is that what's kind of the method behind the madness for that?
It just really makes the defense make decisions, and we've got to make the right play in those decisions. And when we don't make the right play, then that's when it don't work. But every time when Coach Cal tells us to make the right play, so they have to decide who they're going to guard. So.
How much better are you guys than when you were in Canada? You look like you're having fun, you're scoring 100 points a game, but what are you doing differently now? How much better are you than you as a team?
I feel like we just trust each other way more now, and it's more just we play together and we play to win, and we don't really play for ourselves. And everybody loves each other. So I feel like we're just gaining way more chemistry, and that's what's different now.
Rob, you had 9 assists in the game the other night. You know how many turnovers you had?
0.
Yeah. Did you I don't want to say, obviously you didn't rub it in Cal's face, but how much was that like a big personal victory for you? Because, you've mentioned that, you sometimes will make some plays that lead to turnovers.
Right.
Play that way with no turnovers had to be a huge deal for you.
Yeah, I mean, I just try my best not to turn the ball over. I try to make the right plays. I don't really look at scoring. I just play the right way, and I'm just thankful that it works out for me, for real.
Do you know the last time you had a game with that many assists and not having a turnover? Or is it,
I think in Canada I had 9 assists to 1 turnover, 1 game.
That's not 0, though.
Yeah, I had 0. I ain't have 0.
7 games in, what's your assessment of how things have gone so far?
Things have gone pretty good, I'd say. We're still trying to get the hang of everything, still, put pieces together. Still got pieces coming in, so everything should get better.
As far as the pieces coming in, what have you seen out of Aaron? I guess Monday was his first day kind of going full on in practice. What is he going to bring to this team?
Just being able to have, just a 7-footer on the court is just a great feeling, You got someone to get rebounds, block shots, so he's going to be able to bring all that, and his skill.
What does that rim protection element do for the rest of you guys, knowing he's back there, he's, help side, he's going to be around the rim if anybody gets by you?
Teams are definitely going to rethink, going up with him right there, so it's going to give us more stops.
Do y'all think he will play differently on offense with Aaron in?
No, we're going to keep trying to do the same thing, keep running, try to make the other team tired.
How do you expect him to kind of maybe modify things a little bit, not necessarily change them, but what will he bring to the offensive side?
Just having a big inside, being able to do the same thing we do, dribble, pass, shoot. He's capable of doing what we've been doing the whole year. Well, the year just started, but what we've been doing. So he's been watching us. He'll be able to do it.
You're still young, but you're kind of a veteran on this squad. What have you seen from these freshmen, and how have they grown from that first game to now?
That first game, everyone's a little nervous, or first college game, but now whenever we go into games, it's like everyone's been here for a year, everyone's done it, everyone's comfortable going into games now.
Dude, did you think in Toronto that this team could be this good? Or did you think you saw this in Toronto?
Definitely. After when we went to Toronto, we were putting up 100 points. I could tell. We were just running, having fun, just playing the game we love.
Going off that, are you surprised at all that it's been so successful this early in the season already?
Not really. I mean, we're all a bunch of competitors, so I figured when we go into games, we're all going to do whatever we can to win, and it's going to be hard to, compete with us.
Has anybody surprised you so far, any of the younger guys?
Well, I've seen what everyone's been doing from, June, so it's really hard to get surprised whenever you've been around them for so long.
What's the big thing you guys are focusing on in practice right now? Is there one thing Coach Cal's really trying to hone in on?
Being disciplined. We still have, me, myself, still have a couple undisciplined plays during games, so I think we're trying to cut down on those plays, become more disciplined, just becoming a vet team at just having young guys.
What can you tell us about UNC Wilmington?
Ooh, I'm not gonna lie, I can't